So let's do an update on the pineal training, Jedis. And this update involves discussing one of the four elements, the air element. So, I'm sure everyone's noticed that every mystical practice that ever involved accessing, well, not every, but most of the mystical practices that ever involved accessing different states of mind, different states of being in the body, different levels of awareness, involved breathing practices. And now, there's enough science out there to understand that your lungs produce DMT, okay? The spirit molecule, for any of you who've actually used DMT, that's one thing. Now, I haven't used actual man-made DMT or synthesized or however it's come up with. That being said, if I get the opportunity, that would all change quickly, but I said it before. I think it was on my air element video. I think I remember, and that's an old video. It's not that old, but it's almost funny how little I knew then compared to what I do now. But it kind of shows the journey I've been on with breathing exercises and developments therein. I think on that air element video I said that I noticed that if I breathe deep and do some kind of breathing exercise, I get an amazing high, almost so much so that I don't even know if I'm in my body anymore. It feels like I'm getting ready to leave my body. I think I literally said something along those lines, at least I hope I did. But anyway, I've told people that on many occasions. Well, DMT, okay? That's what it is. So, when I do kind of like power breathing, it's actually, what I've been doing instinctively is called shamanic breathing, in a sense. It's something very similar. And I sort of power breathe a lot of oxygen into myself, and then I can definitely access connections in my third eye and otherwise better than I can before I do that, before I upload and increase all that oxygen and get that DMT boost. So the DMT, there's enzymes in your lungs that from those breathing exercises start methylating something else and then producing DMT, and it starts floating through your bloodstream, and then it starts getting to your brain, right? While you're doing these breathing exercises. So, for example, like before I do a personal psychic reading on somebody, I off camera, I kind of like power breathe, like, I wouldn't call it hyperventilating, but I instinctively build up a lot of oxygen within myself and start producing DMT is what it is. I now know what to call it. And then the body actually builds up to a higher level of oxygen as well as this higher DMT production going on. And then as long as throughout a meditation or a reading, or I'm sure it would work for certain healing practices, etc., but you make sure that you include the focus on your breathing. In fact, sometimes that's the best thing to think about. Even when visualizing in the third eye, for those of you that are practicing and upgrading and cleaning and working and building up and on this path with it, practice focusing more on the breathing, like relax your sight, your inner gaze on that third eye area, but don't try to see anything in there. Just think about in and out with the breathing, and think about getting oxygen deeper into you and getting more relaxed, okay? Think about that while you're watching that area without trying to see anything, And by using more of what the air element can do, and by not trying to see anything, it gets easier to see more, okay? So basically this is my next update in this string of videos that's for those of you who very much feel a calling to access your third eye. And some of you already have, some of you are now astral projecting and meeting spirit guides, etc. So it's amazing. But anyway, yeah, so this is the next piece to add to everything so far, okay? For those of you working with this, the air element. Now the earth element is the whole grounding part of it, which is of course very important also, and when the timing is right and I'm guided to do so, I'm sure there'd be more videos on that. But today the theme that was really given to me to share was, you know, give people something to think about. That whole spirit molecule, DMT, that's what your lungs start producing when you're doing deep breathing exercises, okay? The same molecule allows people to access other planes of existence where highly intelligent beings tell them things that are absolutely life-changing, okay? I.e. what I call spirit guides, and there's all kinds of different things that I call spirit guides, but you know, anything highly intelligent that changes your life when it communicates with you, I call that guidance. And all things are spirit, whether they have a physical form or not. So, you know, we're even spirit guides to each other at times, right? Right. Just because you have a body doesn't mean you're not a spirit too. Anyway, so that's that, guys. You don't have to have a supplier of DMT. You can learn, really, even the more Jedi path, how to make your own from the force around you, okay? And your whole body and mind becomes so much healthier and more functional from doing deep breathing exercises. Detoxifying organs and getting rid of weird stubborn fat and opening up energy centers and oxygenating and alkalizing you so that disease can't live in your body because you're more alkaline. I mean, it's all good. There's no wrong way. It's just breathing exercises. I say do it instinctively. That's what I did, and it turned out what I was doing was pretty much shamanic breathing. And I know I'm a shaman anyway, so like that shouldn't be surprising. So that's that. That's the next piece. Let me know your feedbacks, your questions, the picture as it unfolds, your updates, guys. It's all very exciting. The stuff you're sharing with me, it's awesome. And let's go from there. All right. Much love to you.